Hey. So I have a lot of things that I need to talk about, but they can't wait because they just dropped the Civil War trailer, and that's pretty fucking big right now, dude. So yeah, fuck, man. So I've watched it a few times already this morning. Oh man, it's just, to me, it's great. Like, Civil War was I started getting into comics almost 10 years ago, and Civil War was the big event that all the guys were like, oh man, you gotta check this fucking shit out. It's Captain America versus Iron Man. What's that about? And you're like, oh, okay, you got my interest. Who's in this? The X-Men in this? Some of them? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. The scope and the scale of the comic book Civil War has almost everybody in it. This is just, instead of one team of Avengers, there are now two teams of Avengers against each other. It's a smaller scale movie. Like, well, I say smaller scale. It's still an Avengers movie, so it'll be pretty big. But I'm on board with it. I like it. I like that the trailer focuses on the three main characters in this, which would be Steve, Tony, and Bucky. I like that Bucky has a say, because I was worried that the story that the Russo brothers set up so eloquently, so perfectly in Civil War would not Civil War, in Winter Soldier, would be pushed under the rug because of this massive Civil War storyline that comes in. Not so. If anything, Bucky is front and center. He might be the catalyst for it all. I like that. He seems to have regained his memories. He's in control of his faculties again. That's cool. You know, there's that really, oh my god, there's that really good moment where it's just like, your mom's name is Sarah. You used to put newspapers in your shoes, and you just see Steve's face. Just it's hard for just that little like gasp sob that he does. Oh, beautiful. You know, we don't see what was the inciting incident, but clearly this has been brewing for a while. Just like, you know, everything. Incredible Hulk beating up Harlem, the Avengers, you know, Ultron floating a city into the sky and then crashing it down again. They've had enough. So it's time to, you know, if there have to be superheroes in the world, they've got to answer to somebody, and they can't act independently. There have to be rules, there have to be regulations. Iron Man, Black Widow, Rhodey, they're all, yeah, no, that sounds about right. This is, yeah, everyone has to answer to somebody. Captain America is not for that. He likes acting independently. He's answered to S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.H.I.E.L.D. turned out to be Hydra. He's not going to let that happen again. Buck, you know, seemingly Bucky's on his side, or he's on Bucky's side, to make of that what you will. Falcon obviously is loyal to Cap. We don't see Ant-Man in the trailer. We don't see Vision in the trailer. We don't see Spider-Man in the trailer. That's fine. Wasn't expecting to see him. And honestly, if Spider-Man shows up for a few scenes and then is gone again, I can live with that, you know. We do see Black Panther. Fuck me, he looks great. Oh man, you see him kicking Bucky into a fucking crate, and it's just like, doof. I mean, look, right now I think Bucky's amazing. Black Panther's gonna be insane. I can't wait to see that guy. It's gonna be and you see, like, he's racing down a motorway and Cap's running after him. Amazing. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited with that. We do see, there is a scene where Cap is in like a boardroom and Tony Stark's like, you know, sometimes I just want to punch in your perfect teeth. Yeah, because he's frustrating. He's so adamant and not stubborn, but sort of old-fashioned, and he's like, no, this is wrong. He doesn't compromise. This is the new world. He doesn't agree with it. I understand, you know, he's there's that great line in Winter Soldier, where it's like, this isn't freedom, this is fear, and that's what they're doing now. They're like, oh, so we have to answer to these guys. General Ross comes back. General Ross from Incredible Hulk. Motherfucker got a promotion. Well done. And a weird new haircut. Don't like it. Good to see him again. Bit weird that Nick Fury's not in it. Where's fucking Samuel L. Jackson in there? That's a bit strange. I'm on board with a lot of this trailer. We see, like, there's a fight in an airport, which is the worst place to have a superhero fight among, I don't know, maybe a busy city centre, but they've done that before. Damn, man. There's not a lot of fucking bells and whistles and explosions. They're quite minimal. A lot of it is it's kind of a character piece. There's not a lot of destruction on show. We don't see the inciting incident for the Civil War. In the comics, it was for a superhero battle that inadvertently blew up a school, which I thought was really brave, very sort of Columbine-esque at the time. I don't know. I think it's going to be something abroad. We saw like a UN meeting exploding, and I think it's supposed to be pinned on Bucky, and it's implied in Winter Soldier that Bucky took out Tony Stark's parents. So I think that's his reasoning for going against him. And there's, oh man, there's that beautiful, beautiful moment at the end where Steve's like, I'm sorry, Tony, but he's my friend. And Iron Man just goes, so was I. I was like, that was, it's like, yeah, they are friends. It doesn't feel like it. I mean, because we see them butting heads in Avengers, and they're teammates in Age of Ultron. But no, they're friends. They lead the Avengers together. It doesn't really sink in. But they're not just colleagues. They're buds. And it's it's a shame when these guys fall out like that. But it is what it is. Captain America's a man of principle. And Tony Stark's a man of ego. They're not a single one of them is going to back down when they think they're right. So it makes sense that this is where they're in. You see Black Widow begging him on the phone. She's like, please don't. You know how this is going. Don't punch your way out of this. And he's like, are you going to arrest me? It's kind of, and I love this. There's a great scene earlier on where we see like Falcon and Cap's uniforms and gear being like carted out of the Avengers HQ, and they're watching it and just like, and I like that. These guys have to go underground. They have to go undercover. I like that. You know, what do you strip away their resources and their tech and their gadgets? They're still badass superheroes, okay? We find that out in Winter Soldier. That's what I love. Winter Soldier, as awesome as a movie as that was, it now operates as a pilot for this movie, for Civil War. Because we've seen so much of Steve Rogers' character. We've seen what happens with Bucky himself. It introduces Falcon. We know how badass he is. Crossbones is supposed to be one of the bad guys in this, because again, it's not just Avengers versus Avengers. There are villains. There are actual villains in this behind, sort of, not masterminding, but inciting. It's probably Hydra. It's more than likely Hydra. I know Baron Zemo's in this. So yes, those are my rambling thoughts on Civil War. I probably left out some. I'm sorry if I did. It's raining and I can't focus. But yeah, if you like this vid, please click like, subscribe, view, share, and all the usual jazz. And I'll see you when I see you.